Good evening. I'm going to go ahead and give a presentation on the LGBTQ plus and marginalization. I'm going to present the documentary of Stonewall on the American Experience. Some key point on this documentary is police arrest gay people, no manpower, the Rosa Parks movement. Gay people stood up and said no, finally. System of oppression of gay people started to crumble. Media getting against the world of homosexuals. In the 1960s, dark ages for lesbian and gay men all over America. Doctors believe homosexuality as a mental defect. Psychoanalysts believe that no man is born homosexual. Homosexual as a mental illness. Psychiatric try to talk into being heterosexual. If it didn't work, introduce things like aversive conditions showing pornography and electric shocks. Gay people were sentenced to medical institution, seen as a sexual psychopath, subject to sterilization, occasionally to castration. Infamous institution Atascadero in California, known as gay circles, medical experiment in Atascadero, administrating to gay people drugs. In the documentary, what it relates to the story of marginalization, it relates on civil rights, oppression, exploitation, rejection, gender minorities, role and identity, sexism, gender inequality, the transgender community. My personal reflection, it's the LGBT community, gay, lesbian, transgender, and bisexual. It's a representation of human identity. It is important for us to recognize how essential it is for the humanity for the acceptance, respect, and equality of these individuals. For years and years, these communities have faced social stigma, inequalities, and discrimination. Empathy and understanding are two fundamental factors for these communities to feel protected and compassionate. By fostering inclusivity and fighting prejudice, it can promote equal rights for the LGBT community. I'm gonna go ahead and give a Christian worldview analysis chart, comparison, contrast. Christian worldview belief on God and formation of ethical laws. LGBT concentration on sexual orientation. Christian worldview sexual relationship with heterosexual couples. LGBTQ accept different sexual orientations such as bisexual, gay, and lesbian. Also, gender personalities, transgender. Christian worldview develops moral rules and scriptural teaching. LGBTQIA moral structures and prioritize individual social justice and right. Christian worldview, some biblical passages prohibited same-sex relationship, accentuate dignity, love, and approval. Christian worldview oppose same-sex marriages and emphasize on traditional family settings. Promote inclusion and a knowledge of different family structure. Alignments and conflicts. Alignment, disapproval of hate and violence. Conflict, marriage, equality, same-sex partners. Alignment, compassion, and love. Conflict, fight for traditional gender standard. Alignment, compassionate communities. Conflict, equal treatment in private and public sector. Alignment, human self-worth. Conflict, support recognition of a transgender community in religious communities. Alignment, faithfulness to God. Conflict, understanding, and acceptance. Ways to reconcile areas of conflicts. Resources of family to understand both Christian worldview and the LGBT community. Environments where churches welcome the LGBT individual. Respect freedom of religion. Construct safe spaces. Encourage well-being and mental health for these communities. Emphasize values. And finally, respect freedom of religion. Finally, I'm going to go ahead and give a personal bias reflection. It is essential as a social work to identify prejudices that can impact the interaction with LGBT client. Avoiding judgment, it can promote equal treatment, and clients can develop trust. It is crucial to respect the clients in the case the LGBT individuals' religious beliefs and not implementing my own opinion. As a social worker, I will be advocating for an environment that respects LGBT rights and faith. It can establish well-being for the individual. And finally, by implementing humility and empathy, it permits the social workers to better comprehend and support the client. This concludes my presentation. Again, thank you and have a good night.